Hello everyone, thank you for visiting my channel. What you are looking at here is the mummy of Yuya, a figure from ancient Egypt. Could this be Joseph from the book of Genesis? Yuya was a prominent figure in ancient Egypt during the 18th dynasty, serving as a high-ranking court official under pharaohs Amenhotep III and possibly Thutmose IV. He was the father of Queen Tai, the wife of Amenhotep III, making him the grandfather of Akhenaten and the great-grandfather of Tutankhamun. Yuya's origins remain somewhat mysterious, with some scholars suggesting he may have had foreign ancestry due to his non-Egyptian name and features. He held several important titles, including overseer of the cattle of Amun, and was highly influential in both religious and administrative affairs. Yuya and his wife Thuya were buried in a richly furnished tomb in the Valley of the Kings, which was discovered largely intact in 1905. The name Yuya, though not widely known in mainstream Egyptian history, may reflect a person of regional or specific cultural significance within the vast tapestry of ancient Egyptian civilization. The biblical Joseph, a key character in the Old Testament, is a historical figure who rose through the ranks of the elite in Egypt. He was given a long coat of many colors by his father and was later sold into slavery by his jealous brothers. Despite being sold into slavery, Joseph rose through the ranks of the elite and eventually became the second most important man in Egypt. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be notified when a new video is released. The primary source is the book of Genesis, chapters 37 through 50, which narrates the story of Joseph, his time in Egypt, and his rise to power. The title, Son of Pharaoh, is often given to Egyptian officials, but this title may help identify Joseph as a minister and commander of military chariots. The 18th dynasty was a time of significant change, with the birth of the Holy Trinity and monotheistic religion in Egypt. The Great Sphinx, an ancient representation of Rahu Okti, was a significant symbol of the new religion brought in by Akhenaten. Some historians and archaeologists believe that the story of Joseph aligns with a period known as the Second Intermediate Period in Egypt's history, around 1650 to 1550 BC. However, direct evidence linking Joseph to specific archaeological finds is limited. The 18th dynasty. Pharaohs portrayed themselves as sphinxes, as the Great Sphinx was an ancient representation of Rahu Okti, who became the one true god in Egypt. Akhenaten banned all forms of idolatry in Egypt, except for the Sphinx, which was a representation of the one true god. Various scholars and researchers have analyzed the story of Joseph from a historical and archaeological perspective, attempting to place it within the context of ancient Egyptian history. These studies often involve comparing the biblical narrative with available historical and archaeological data. The 18th dynasty in Egypt was a time of monotheistic religion, with the pharaoh being the son of the father god. Joseph, a high-ranking official close to the royal family, was believed to have been privy to this elite religion. However, the tomb of Yuya and his wife, found intact with mummies and artifacts, suggests that Yuya was not an Egyptian of the same origin. While there is no direct mention of Joseph in Egyptian records, some scholars have suggested that the story of Joseph may be reflected in the tale of the eloquent peasant, an ancient Egyptian story that shares some similarities with Joseph's story. Egyptologist Henry Novell suggested that Yuya's face might be an ecclesiastic figure, while Semitic archaeologist Arthur Weigel suggested that Yuya had a foreign origin due to the various spellings of his name on his sarcophagus, coffins, and furniture. Yuya's short, elliptical face, prominent, high-bridged nose, full lips, and square jawline may have been European than Egyptian. The Bible also mentions that Joseph received 3 objects from Pharaoh when he came to office, including a gold chain and a ring. Yuya was the bearer at the king's ring and the royal seal, making him a trusted figure. While no direct evidence of Joseph has been found, artifacts and inscriptions from ancient Egypt provide context for the biblical narrative and the historical period in which Joseph is believed to have lived. Egyptians believed that with age came wisdom, and Joseph was considered wise by Pharaoh in the Bible. However, Egyptologists and historians have not accepted this theory, posing several holes in the arguments. The Bible's details, such as Joseph's age and exhumation, are not entirely accurate. Some believe that the Old Testament is a combination of rewritten and merged writings from other cultures over time, making it possible for the Old Testament characters to be based on literal people. Joseph could be Moses, the advisors to Hash episodes, or Yuya, father-in-law to Amenhotep III. Joseph was known for his magical prophetic dreams, which were interpreted to mean his brothers would bow to him and the sun, moon, and stars would also bow to him. Joseph's rise to prominence in Egypt could have been due to his wealth or his influence with the royal family. The famous dream of Thutmose IV, where he fell asleep at the base of the Great Sphinx, may have been interpreted by Yuya, who rose through the ranks and gained favor with the royal family. This may have been a new year that the dream took place and the prophecy was fulfilled. It's important to note that while there is no conclusive evidence confirming the existence of Joseph or the events described in the Bible, the story of Joseph in Egypt remains a significant part of religious and historical discourse. Please comment and let me know your thoughts. Like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more biblical and historical videos.